Hello, so this should be the last video for the Pear Deck series, and it's just how to view student responses after you've given that presentation. So you want to go to their website, peardeck.com. You might have that bookmarked, and this time you're going to go for the teacher login. So then if it asks for you, you're going to log in with Google, and then use the Google account that is your school account for when you were presenting. And then what you're going to do is you're going to look for where it says sessions here in the top left. And this is why it was important to name your session, because that's how you're going to find it. So you can look at it there by date, by the name of the presentation, and then by the name of the session that you had. You can see I've done some that I did not name. But there's kind of a couple ways to view the student responses again. So let's say I wanted to view one. This would be on my core one, which I did not name. Whoops. From Wednesday, I did this presentation. And so what I can do is if I click this button, it opens up that teacher dashboard I was kind of showing in the last video, which is a really easy way to view responses. You can also hit the three dots here, and you can, the takeaways, remember, are the way to share student responses with students, but you could also export their responses to a spreadsheet. So I'll kind of show what both of those look like. So I generally like this view, the teacher dashboard, just because I'm more familiar with it and I think it's prettier. But it basically just opens up your presentation from before. And like I can kind of show you here, it tells me how many students responded. You can see the ones that I starred in class. And then when I did in class, it show responses. It doesn't show the student names, just their responses. But I can go back and I can see how the class voted. And I could get a breakdown, let's say if I wanted it by the grade of who voted for what, or if I want to do it kind of in aggregate, then you do the overlaid. Same for the, let me go back. Same for the short answer. Oh, I think I might have skipped that question. We run this one. So if I wanted to look at the short answer differently, I could hit the list layout, and that would give me a list rather than the grid. I just like the grid, especially because I usually look at this from my iPad, so the smaller screen is a little whack. And you can see who didn't respond, which is kind of nice. But this is a way you could do it. The other way, like I said, let me hit exit here, is with the spreadsheet option. So let me go back to sessions. It's going to load, and we're just going to look at those same responses, but on a spreadsheet this time, because I know some people might be more comfortable with the spreadsheet. So you're going to want to click the three dots and then hit export to spreadsheet, and it's going to open a Google Sheet, I believe, here in a little bit. And it has a little bit of processing it has to do. There we go. Here we go. So then we have a Google Sheet. You can see it will have the students by their name and then their email, as well as when they logged in is over here on the far left. And then we just have the questions or the responses by slide. So like I knew on slide one, it was multiple choice. And so it'll tell me which one they picked out of those two options. And then also the short answer would then be slide two. And if I want, I can highlight these and I can, rather than having it be cut, I can do the wrap, and then I could see their whole thing. And I could spread these out so that these were a little bit bigger, and whatever way you want to do it. So that would be kind of the spreadsheet way as to getting student responses as an alternative to the teacher dashboard.